Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to cover everything about PNC Bank, everything that you need to know in 2025 and beyond. Let's dive into it. All right, my friends, I got my list in front of me. You know the deal. We are going to go through, I don't know, looks to be about a dozen bullet points on PNC. This is for the consumer side, so this is personal credit only. There's a ton to know about the business side as well. We're not going to cover that in this video. But the great news is that the data that we're going to share in this video has been in our inventory, let's call it, or data points library for a couple years, and there really hasn't been a lot of changes. The only changes that we saw happened around the high interest rate environment, and obviously it affects you depending on how you're treating your deposit account. So let's dive into it. All right, first off, they're going to hard pull Experian. We think it's FICO 8. If you've got different, or if there's geo differences that we haven't caught on to yet, comment below and let me know. They will hard pull for each card. Will soft pull credit limit increases online, and you can ask for CLIs on all cards at the same time. If you're qualified for CLIs, you'll get them on all cards. I don't think this is true across the boards anymore. And the reason why is because you can only get one card at a time from what we've heard from active members in the last quarter or so. If that applied to you still, let me know. But that was the rule through 2023 and most of 2024 was that you would get it online only. But if not, then every 6 months you can get a CLI on one card. Let's say you got 3-4 cards and all 4 are ready for a CLI, you'll only get one on one card. That seems to be the new way of doing it, but you let me know. 4,000 to 5,000 seems to be the common CLI range. Like almost every data point we found was within that range. Largest CLI that we saw was 7,000. When you get a credit limit increase on all your cards, it appears to reset the 6-month clock on your cards as well. That seems to work like clockwork. So that really hasn't changed, and that seems very, very consistent over the last, 7+ years. A lot of CLIs, a few dozen that were 750 plus FICOs, very little usage on the card, less than $100, and they got 4,000 to 5,000. Usage does matter to them. You'll find out more about that in just a second. Lastly, saw many accounts of people running CLIs every 6 months like clockwork, and again, with minimal spend. Okay, it requires a checking or savings relationship with PNC. They tell you if you're at the max exposure. I've seen a lot of people cap out between 40,000 to 50,000. 50,000 is good, I think. That across 4 cards, no, but across 2 cards, not bad. Highest limit I've seen on the cash rewards is $30,000 limit. They don't appear to be inquiry sensitive, considering that I saw many approvals with 10 or more inquiries over the last 24 months sitting on the credit reports that did get approved. They will send out pre-approval snail mails and emails. They are pretty aggressive with this as well, so it's fairly easy to tell if you've got high odds of approval. These also are higher odds of approval if they are, again, pre-approved, meaning that they're going to give you a rate. A lot of times they're going to give you very specifics about the card or APR that you're going to get, right? And again, high odds on that. Okay, they will positively reward a checking account relationship where you have large direct deposits going to them, or they're your primary direct deposit bank. We did a video on this. I think it was 70K in 12 months was the title of it, and that was Credit Goat. And basically, he got 4 cards with them and ran it up to 70,000, and he was using that as his primary direct deposit hub. But here's the mistake that he made, is that he then pulled all the direct deposits out almost overnight, and they cut his limits by 50,000. So they cut them all the way down to 20,000. Every single card got cut. That being said, I think he's starting to get now $1,000, $2,000 CLIs, which is no consolation prize, but it does kind of prove the point that, he probably overly aggressively, cut his direct deposits, and that led to this adverse action or AA. That being said, is if you were to pull that slower, I think you'd have a better result. Or if you could figure out a way to keep a bulk of it over there and then just move over and start to, feed a new direct deposit and split out those ACHs between banks, which is very possible. Your HR or payroll department will be able to do that for you at your W-2 job. Or if you're self-employed, you can do this yourself as well. But yeah, that's everything that we've got for PNC. Quick one, look at that, under 5 minutes. But yeah, if you think that we missed something, or you've got some details that you'd like to share, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Again, take into consideration that, we've been sitting on this data for a couple years now, and there's not a lot that's changed. So what I mean by that is you can probably assume that through 2025 and beyond, a lot of this will roundabout stay the same. Some of the behaviors and the patterns and things like that will directly revolve around the interest rate environment of the United States. But outside of that, I think down the middle, a lot of this you can expect to stay the same. So anyways, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for watching. While you're here on the channel, watch other videos, or if you haven't subscribed yet, comment below. All that stuff actually does help us with the algorithms, and it doesn't cost you anything at all. Just shows appreciation for the video and the content that we're making. And again, it tips the algos in our favor so that more people get to watch this content. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Hey, you should subscribe. 60% of you are not subscribed yet. Right there. Okay, bye.